The lure.
Gross because she had to kill an entire adult seal.
Alex, you can say so much. You can say so much right now, and she can't do anything about it.
Santa Claus isn't real. 9/11 was an inside job.
Hell.
That's it. That's the things you want.
That's it.
That's all I had time for. I don't know what you guys wanted to squeeze in there, but
No, that's about it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm. All right, sign it off, boys. The D&D campaign is done. We've just cracked the code right there. I've got nothing else.
Great.
Nothing else to explore.
Oh, there goes Alec.
It's just now dawning on me that Eric starts playing D&D at 4:30 in the afternoon most weeks with us.
Yeah, and we're done by 7:30 in the evening.
Man, that's unfair.
That's the life right there.
Must be fucking nice.
Yeah, it really is. Except I have to wake up at 5:30.
Come out of my spookers.
I go brush my teeth, and then I watch YouTube videos in rebellion against my
To the
bedtime.
night ending. Yeah.
Yes.
I lay awake stoned
I don't hear
and
anything.
fearful of everything happening in my life.
Yeah, that
not
existential thing.
Oh.
It's pretty much what happens to me every time I get high now. Is I just start thinking about literally all the mistakes I've made in the last 10 years.
Remember that one time?
Like, oh God, I was 21. That person remembers. There's no way they don't remember.
There's no way. The guy in the gym, I said the thing.
I saw him this morning. It was just him and I in the locker room.
Oh no.
Just like, oh, good morning. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing today? Glorious. He just walked right by me.
Left my door open.
How are you looking? I mean, doing.
Goodbye.
How are you hanging? I mean,
Are you
how's it
sweaty right
hanging?
now?
I mean, are you enlarged? Shit.
Is it hot in here?
You're making fun
Can I
of
hold balls for you? I mean, shit.
There's nothing I can say right now that comes out right.
I missed something, clearly.
Oh, I think we're actually doing two different jokes. I was making fun of Emily's blanket shirt thing. And
Leave
they
my
were
blanket shirt thing alone.
We were making fun of Isaac for his self.
I like to think we were making fun with Isaac.
Yeah. With Isaac.
I believe that
That's
you would like to
usually-
think that.
You can't roast me and offend me anymore. If anything, I just double down on whatever you say.
It's true.
I like how Al has just mastered this jujitsu art of validating you and invalidating you at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know what you mean, Eric.
I don't really know if he's actually.
Yeah, I thought
on
I
my
was the
side.
only one.
If he's on my team or not. Like, do you have my back, Alec? Do you really?
If somebody else attacks you, I've got your back. As it stands, nobody's attacking you, so I'm attacking you.
At your back.
Yep.
I've got your 6. Not the way you wanted to, though.
Listen,
See this 6?
listen, your 6 is gonna get fucked, but it's gonna be me.
Nice.
I'm
Duff,
surprised Emily
you're-
just doesn't slowly slide down that chair throughout the night from that rain jacket she's
please.
wearing.
She knows who she married.
You're in a different room.
No, same room. I just
No. Oh, you're ruining the illusion. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's not like you have your own little corner
Well, the
like
real
Alec does.
yeah.
You
Yep.
guys are cute.
I've got
It's like
Corner
how
desk over
it's
here.
like how if we make jokes in
cute.
Overwatch, he'll send the jokes over to the other team.
it's just like that. But only if Pierce does it, because it really
Pierce
really
wasn't here
offends
to
him.
enjoy that one.
Damn it, Pierce!
The fuck was that?
Say that
Dog
joke
toy?
again.
Oh, I was like, did somebody buy a ferret?
I said Brendan pulled an Alec with
Is
his
that what
setup,
ferrets sound like?
kind of like how
Yeah.
he takes our jokes when we're playing Overwatch and sends them over to the other team.
Oh God, you did that last Wednesday also, and I didn't say anything, but I'm saying something now, motherfucker.
I did it last Wednesday.
You're
I
so
don't even know
brave.
what you're talking
You
about.
definitely did it last Wednesday. I noticed it. And I was like, oh, there he goes.
How do you send the joke over to the other team?
We'll like make a
I
joke
all
between
chat.
each other, like talking, and then Brendan will like type it out in chat as if it was like his own joke.
If you're not gonna morally degrade the other, then that's what I'm here for. Because the jokes are fire.
But fuck
Really?
them. I don't want them to
That
to
joke's
enjoy
for your
our
ears,
revelry
not
at
their
all.
eyes.
Yeah. It's like the
I-
Isaac thing all over again.
I
don't
would
care
spread
about
the
any
joy.
What
I'm with,
Isaac-
I'm with
What
Trump
the
on
What
this
Isaac
one.
thing? What Isaac?
What's the
thing?
Isaac thing?
No, that if someone else makes fun of Isaac, I'll defend
Oh.
Isaac.
Yes.
Right.
I don't want anyone else included in our circle here.
What?
Duff, are you here, bud? Because your camera is just showing us blackness.
Yeah,
Darkness.
if you're
Is it
here,
the real
you're
you?
not here,
Yeah.
visually or audioly.
Yeah, audioly.
Too bad because that's a really nice camera that he's got going on.
It is a
Seriously.
fucking nice camera.
Pretty good camera.
Would be
He looks really good.
Ooh, it's too hot. It's too hot.
That's
That's
too
too hot.
That's too hot.
That's too hot. Business lobsters, lobster grandchildren, and steak mittens.
Yep.
I will always say that way, and it's usually a miss
2006.
as opposed to a hit when it comes to that reference with people.
I make the jokes for me. If other people don't get them, that's on them.
That's how I feel about it.
If you made them for you,
No.
then why would you say them out loud? Because you can already hear yourself.
Exactly. You make them for you and for the other team, apparently.
No, that's the thing, though. I don't make them for the other team. I steal them from my team for the other team.
Important
Fair,
point of contention.
Mhm.
Let's
Get
see,
it right,
Super
Pierce, come
Bingo
on.
was 2008.
Um,
it feels like it's.
It was
older than that.
2008. I feel like I feel like that was
Yeah.
2006 or something. Huh.
2008. 2.2 million
Huh.
views.
So what's it called again? The name of it?
Super Bingo.
Yeah.
They also did
Play
Halifax.
Super Bingo. Every week, Monday through Sunday, come to
And of
Is
course,
your name
Power
Lynn?
Thirst.
Then stay the fuck home.
Bitch.
While Duff is figuring
Um,
this out, I'm gonna go get some pie.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, y'all do your bio thing. We'll get started in about 5 minutes.
Well, here's hoping I don't get called in tomorrow to work early. Wah wah.
I got to take my car in to the shop and drop it off tomorrow morning. Get a new tire.
Oh.
I'm getting vaccinated tomorrow.
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, email just came in today.
That's
And
exciting.
it actually came in.
Yeah,
Gave you a real link.
yeah. It actually started working after a while.
Still haven't heard from the registrar yesterday, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Today.
What
Grandma got her second one today.
what's the situation?
It
With
was
the
just it was
registrar.
a link, the link that Alec posted. You could register for the Ford Field one, and I just haven't,
I
haven't
thought you were
received a
talking
text
about
from them.
Dude, I know of,
like sometime with school. Thought you were enrolling in a program or something.
No.
I know of like
Maybe I used the wrong
16
word.
people that have signed up for that, and like 3 have gotten texts.
Yeah, I want to know what their what's their algorithm? How are they choosing
Probably
people?
just random.
Yeah,
It,
it's like
it
a lottery
seems random
probably.
because it's not even based on like if you checked the like smoker or obese box and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I checked Joker, Toker, and Midnight Smoker.
I actually fucking hate you.
Wow.
Right now.
Wow, he went there.
Mhm.
He
feel
really
like
is a bard.
At this point, to try to just like get everybody, it just has to be a randomized process. Like, there's no way to like tear it down any further.
It's also kind
the
of
only thing that matters is shots and arms. at this point.
Here we are. Here we are.
All
He
the
has
medical
arrived.
professionals who wanted it have gotten it at this point. So
Seems like also a lot of people migrating to one location to get the shot for something when this is something that we should be spreading out
that's
to
just
avoid
not how
giving to
any
each other.
of this works. The logistics are hard enough, my man.
Yeah, mildly counterintuitive. I'll give you
That's not how
that, but there's like
That's what
no
I'm
other
saying,
way to
man,
do
but
it.
I know this is a necessary evil,
Turns out-
if you want to call
Still
it a
wear your
necessary
fucking
evil.
mask. That's
Right?
what
If
it
you're still
comes
wearing your
down to.
mask and staying 6 feet away, then like
I mean, that's why they're doing it at a stadium, is because there's a ridiculous amount of room to keep everybody apart.
Right.
Or you fit a shitload of people in there, infect everybody. Government.
COVID party.
I think I'm-
This is a
COVID party.
possible
Government
legitimate
control.
conspiracy
Wait.
theory that people are believing.
hear me out. You pack them all in the stadium, and then you crop dust with syringes, so everyone gets their first and second doses all in one go.
Possibly a
Or
third
you
or
can
a fourth.
use the jet contrails to do it.
Yeah, there it is.
There it
Surprised we
is.
haven't already been doing that.
No.
Honestly.
We're way too busy making the frogs gay with that.
God damn
Oh
it.
right.
Or
What,
I think
what's,
it's
what's the
just how
5G
it
up to
comes.
these days?
Oh, that gave me COVID. Also,
We should switch it.
double
Switch it over
COVID.
from
It's really weird. how it
COVID
goes.
2.
double.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
All right, good. So,
Okay.
hi everyone. It's good to see all y'all faces.
I really hope this lets me load up the map this
Yeah, it's a really nice map. Eric was commenting earlier about how impressed he was by the
see,
map.
Duff?
By the pre-made map.
I think he's back. No, he's frozen again.
Ah,
Really
he's
hope
frozen.
this lets me load up the.
Load up the what?
Well, Mr. Babcock, I guess while we have another 2 minutes, did you get that Odd Future shirt from your brother yet?
No. That's not my shirt. I don't know if I said
You gotta
something that
gank
might have.
that. No. You got to gank
Okay.
that. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
You
don't
got-
think there's any chance in hell that's gonna happen. Sorry.
Well, everybody, while we have this moment, I figured it's as good enough time as any to let everybody know something. So I don't think I've told anybody this except for Frump I was talking with earlier today, but I accepted a new job in Portland last week.
Yay!
Sweet,
dude.
All right.
There's bad news coming after this.
Yeah,
There's always bad news.
yeah.
As if we want to
Now
get
has-
bad news first.
Like
No
how
longer
it's
be friends
double
with you
bone
anymore.
cancer.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, dude. Yeah.
Well, it's not that, so I'm glad.
We're
like,
glad
Well,
too,
don't
except for
two
Brendan.
negatives cancel out.
start with really bad expectations and then don't exceed those.
Yeah,
I
see
guess.
right there. Keep the bar. Keep it under the bar.
I'm
That's
glad
what
you
I'm here
put the
for.
bar pretty high.
Keep it under the
Uh,
bone.
It will necessitate me, as you might imagine. They weren't really cool with me doing East Coast hours in a Pacific Coast time zone. So I'm gonna be working like normal time, and I just won't be able to continue in the campaign, unfortunately, because time zones.
Oh, yeah.
Damn,
you're
that is a bummer.
2 hours behind me. That's 4:00. Wait, no. My computer's off.
Yeah, but well,
That's
I'll
5
get off
o'clock.
at like at 5 o'clock. It'll be like 8 o'clock for the East Coast.
Yeah.
So it'll be like way too late to start at that point. I wouldn't want to do that to you guys anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to bow out after a few weeks. I start on April 12th, so that'll be the week that I start. The week before that will be the last week that I can participate.
Well, I'm
Well,
glad
we
you brought this up with all
Yeah.
of us here so we can tell you that you need to get your priorities straightened out.
And by that, try the get bent while making eye contact boy, and they might be like, "Damn, this guy."
Guess he is working East Coast hours.
Yeah, this dude's awesome.
I'm
Well,
glad I could call you all together here to have this intervention for me.
It seems like you're a little shaky. Like this isn't a decision that you actually wanted to make. You wanted us to tell you why this is a bad idea.
I'm gonna miss Pelagius, but I also know you like didn't like your old job, so congratulations.
Thanks,
I'm really
man.
happy for you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wait, so
Can we just start at 8:30 though, and then it'll
Yeah,
be late
that's
enough?
I mean, I live in Central Time, so I gain a little bit.
Like if we started in 15 minutes from now, what time is it there? Because I
Oh,
can't do
Pierce
math.
couldn't do that.
It is gonna be 5:30.
Is it 15?
I mean, but some days I might have to like work a little bit later, and I might not be home at 5:30, and I don't want to like put everybody
Decide
else's at
what
that.
D&D is right now.
I know,
Yeah.
really.
And that we just like cancel weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be willing
we
to.
could
if you-
also,
like, okay,
I mean,
I also
do
know that you
like
play in
a-
a lot of
You
campaigns.
just showed up
Yeah. If
because
you
you were off playing for a crowd.
if you like aren't comfortable trying to make it work, that's totally acceptable, and I get
Yeah.
that. Like you're
Get it.
transitioning into a new thing, but also I'm willing,
We're willing to make it work.
like play later. I don't really care all that
Yeah.
much. So that's like, you know, you're still. I think we would all agree that you're probably still welcome here. Isaac is kind of the one with the early nights, so this is him too. But Isaac's, you know, he's like 7 years
Mr.
old,
Babcock,
so he's
big
got to go to
boy.
bed early. That's all.
Says the guy
He
with
lives
the
a
Pikachu in the
healthy
background.
lifestyle.
I know what I'm about, son.
No, I don't blame you. I think it's pretty awesome.
I'm about 2, and it's an early bedtime.
There you go.
Man, and I felt bad. I was gonna be like,
I
I just
can-
had the
I can-
worst day at work, and I'm exhausted. So
What are you gonna say, Isaac?
Oh, but I can stretch. You know, I can break my own rules for the sake of us
great to good.
hanging out with my friends virtually in a nerd adventure campaign.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
one of
willing
those.
to move this time
Literally
around.
had coworkers
accommodate
be
you.
like, "Oh, it's D&D day for Duff," and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Yeah, please start addressing them as SIBO, though.
There's fellow management. Oh,
Yeah.
do you know how many people I've had to explain it to? And then I was like, you know, I kind of, and they're like, "Well, you're a gnome. What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hello, how's it going? I'm SIBO." Ah, and they're like, "Well, at least you own it."
That's funny. There's a group of
Nice.
doctors that play in the ER
Nice.
Okay.
and nurses.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to start 8 to 8:30, and everyone's comfortable with it, I'm also comfortable with that. Having 2 hours of solid gameplay still ending 10:30 to 11 is something that I'm totally cool with as well. It's
Not
actually
gonna lie.
kind of refreshing because my Tuesdays, it seems like every single week that I have D&D on Tuesdays, something goes wrong at work where I'm like, fuck, if I just had an extra 45 minutes to an hour, I would be less stressed today. But so then today happened. So but
It
that
also
would be-
gives me quality time to meet with my sponsor on Tuesdays. So
Yeah, it lets Alec and I work out and still put Soph to bed on time. So we're good with it.
I
All
didn't
right.
take
Well,
a
this has
shower.
gone swimmingly, much better than I had.
This campaign.
I was
I
like, damn it, now I have to
damn
play.
it, yeah. Now I don't have that convenient excuse to be rid of these people.
job.
Listen,
He hates
guys,
us
I'm not
all.
going to be able to play anymore, and then we're all just like, no, you're playing.
Oh, you
here's how
want
I'll
to play?
accommodate your schedule.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
All
You
right.
can go to the whiteboard and be like, "All right, new job didn't work. Next."
If it,
It's like bone
Cancer is crossed
didn't
out
work.
already.
Yeah, double cross.
Cancer 2? Question mark.
God fucking damn it.
Moving to Portland? Nope.
Nope, still not. They're relentless, these people. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are cool with that, I'm cool with starting at 5:30. We can give it like a trial run, and if it's just like not working out at all, we'll
sure.
revisit, I guess.
Yeah,
pile of rocks will
don't
fall on
stress yourself
Pelagius.
out on it too, because
Oh,
I know
God.
that's like stressful for you to feel like you
And
gotta run
rocks
home.
fall.
So
Oh.
Yeah.
we can just have a dialogue about it as you figure out if it works or not for you.
Yeah,
Wait,
we'll
but
figure
what's
it
the
out.
new job?
He's working from home, so
No, it's not a work from home job. This one's going to be actually out in the field, but it's only like 20 minutes away. So like if I do get off on time, and if I make it a point to get off on time, then I'd probably be home by 5:30 and good to go.
What would you be doing? Like, what do you
It's-
do in the field? If you don't mind me asking.
It's I guess technically a residential mental health program, but it's like what I'm going to be doing is this really hippy dippy like 3-hour sessions with people, like doing therapy, but it's more like it's less formal. It's not like face to face us talking to each other sort of thing. It's more like go out and do something and hopefully it turns into a therapeutic moment. But it's under the philosophy that like the thing about having mental illness isn't necessarily the mental illness, it's the isolating fact about like people with mental illness get isolated from other people and struggle having relationships. So just build a relationship with this person and hopefully they'll recover easier.
Gotcha.
That sounds so fucking cool, dude.
Sense.
It's
yeah.
fucking awesome,
So fast
dude.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
it
happy
actually-
for you.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
That
pretty
sounds
fucking
cool.
excited about it. Yeah.
When I go out into the field, I watch them pillage the earth. You know.
Perhaps you should see Eric about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Great.
I started a
I watch
sliding scale beat.
ecosystems get destroyed. It's
Eric's really just so excited to talk about his board game collection with all of these people.
No,
Any
that
other
is-
choice?
I
phenomenal.
have
It's
definitely
just-
already had that.
I
thought,
can't
for
wait
sure.
to get out of what I do, but I have student loans, so I'm waiting for that.
Same.
yeah. Come on, Biden.
Yeah.
Dude. Goddamn pen. I was reading. Okay, whew, that'll make me
So I
mad.
thought I was muted when I was coughing.
Yeah, I don't have student loans, but I still would love to quit my job.
Wait,
Be
really?
great. Yeah.
I don't have student loans, but it would be pretty cool if we played D&D. So
Yeah.
No,
No.
You awaken in the
Seriously.
clubhouse.
we're practicing
On the
starting at
Wheelie
the new
Boys.
time.
Yeah.
True.
Really, you don't like your job?
Some days.
she just
some
wants
days
to be
not.
a mom more,
Yeah,
Dude, me too.
which is
Yeah.
fair. I want to be a dad more, so I get
would
that.
love to just be a
You
stay-at-home
make
mom.
more money than me, so how about you go to work and I stay home?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nailed
there we
it.
go.
Right.
Yep.
No.
I like
What's
to
that,
picture
how's that
Alec
crypto
going-
mining going? You know,
Did you think you were just gonna let you
uh,
quit your job, Emily?
Huh?
Did you think that we were just gonna let you quit your job? This is like
No.
Eric, okay?
I
You shouldn't
know.
Yeah.
bring this up here.
You don't get to spend time with your daughter. Fuck that.
I know.
You can stop at nothing to make the.
I really wish Pierce had his camera right now. This is
Yeah.
really upsetting.
Yeah.
Where are you?
You and me
Who knows
both.
what he's looking at right now?
Right?
Actually looking at.
Who knows what I
His
look like
camera
right
comes
now
on and it's
also.
just like the librarian, like
Oh shit. All right, so let's dive into this because we got some work to do.
Yeah.
And by that I mean y'all got some work to do. Previously on Wheelie Boys and Dragons, y'all were at the clubhouse. Not a clubhouse. It's a clubhouse. Doing clubhouse stuff with the Harpers. Meeting some cool pool sharks, Stabby and Shifty, and the big boss of the whole thing, Ontharr Froom, working in concert with your favorite half elf, Leosin Erlenthar. You delivered the very important plot documents to Leosin, who absconded to his private studies to go over them, pore over them, one might even say, while you all enjoyed an evening of frivolity. And yeah, that's where we left. If I remember correctly, there was food and drink to be had.
Many
it's
an
late.
axe is thrown.
Many an axe is thrown. Many wagers wagered upon pool, games of billiards, of sleight of hand, and things kind of turned started turning down, and there were rooms that were offered for you. And it's not like fancy rooms, basically just a couple pallets in the back, where they're like, "Hey, if you need a place to sleep, pass out over there. Don't puke in the sheets and
Sleep
stuff
on this
like that."
pallet.
Yeah, not like pallets that you think of like modern pallets, but like old timey straw wicker pallets that people used to sleep on.
Like billets. Is that what
I don't know what
I think they're called billets.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah. Sure.
Billets, semi-finished casting products. That's what.
No, there's
What is a billet? Living quarters to which a soldier is assigned to sleep.
yeah, old billets. Okay.
Pallets,
All right.
like sleeping pallets. Basically, it's just like something to sleep off the ground on.
I'm so glad we solved this.
Soldiers get bunked up in barracks. Done.
Yeah.
Not that we
totally.
can. Yeah. So, do you guys have any questions? Y'all.
Emily is just like
Did we have another quest that was delivered to us?
You did not
Leosin,
have
tell
an.
us what we were supposed to do
I
next.
don't think we did.
Leosin hasn't
That I
told
recall.
you anything yet, other than he was like, "Hey, I'm hearing myself and someone's throwing me off." He was like, "Hey, if you guys survive the cave, come meet me up here. The Harpers will be interested in working with you to take down the cult." And now you're here with the Harpers, and it's safe to assume that something will come up here shortly, like in the morning when you all wake up.
Okay, so we're all gonna go sleep.
Well, we have, I wake. Yep.
So Bashir
our poison.
wakes up and he has unknowingly big spooned Pelagius in the middle of the night, and
Good thing
kind
you're never
of wakes
leaving
up
me.
and just kind of gets up and starts rummaging around for food, trying to figure out where he would find some food in this clubhouse of ours. There's
You find that there's a bunch of like dried grain snacks, hardtack, granola bars, dried fruit, beef jerky, stuff like that, in a couple of the cupboards next to where the liquor cabinets are. There's a couple well-marked barrels on the wall that say like clean water on one, and one that says not clean water on the other.
Bashir starts
Non-potable.
getting into it.
Barrels are the barrels.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to find, a decent, dried rations breakfast. There's no like cooking stove or anything here. It doesn't seem like this is a long-term type of place, just like people come here to have light snacks. You find a box of Cheez-Its is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
Are they-
Oh, Bashir is
Is
just
he?
like hammering Cheez-Its.
I wake to the smell of the Cheez-Its. Pocket's a little lighter,
Mhm.
a little shame, and I run over and I get some of those Cheez-Its. I like take the scraps from like that are falling out of your mouth, sort of thing, that are
Ew.
going to the ground. And it's like, oh Jesus!
Yeah, as they like
Just
fall
destroy-
through my hand, as he's
Yeah.
just like,
And I
"Rah."
I claw at the box once I scoop up the ones on the ground.
Onthar comes out from the back as well. He's like, "Oh, you found the cheese squares. Hold on a sec." He pops a panel on the wall and it like slides open, and he pulls out this like big burlap sack and he brings it over to the table and he sets it down, and it's like 25 pounds of Cheez-Its. And he just is like,
I imagine it like in Pulp Fiction when they open the case.
Yep.
It starts glowing.
I can see. He's just like, yeah, we good.
But the question is, does Ace keep eating the Cheez-Its from Bash's mouth after he sees the big sack? I
am
didn't think so.
a thieving bastard. I immediately take a box for myself and pocket another box in some sort of like under my I stick it under my shirt.
You just
Sibo has
shove
a
it up your
question.
shirt.
I've now seen this happen, and I do not
Sibo.
want to cheese it.
Order, what's up? What can I do for you?
Is my bag of tricks rust-colored or gray? I am a weirdly colorblind gnome for a quick second.
Is it rust colored or gray?
Yes.
Oh, it's definitely got like rusty flecks in it, I guess. Yeah, I'd say rust. I'd say rust colored.
Oh, rust. Oh, God. Oh, wait, there's also tan. Or tan.
No, definitely not tan. Tan can go fuck right off. That's definitely
Okay.
rust.
Sibo thinks we could cook a nice breakfast out of something I could pull out of it.
I'm down. I'm feeling adventurous today. I'll have a
Yeah,
good Sibo.
Listen, Magic Man, that sounds good to me. There's just maybe go to the center of the room in case it blows up. I don't know what you got cooking in there, but if it's sausage, ooh, I'm in for it.
We may have to cook whatever it is, but it'll be good.
All right, I'm less in for it, but still invested on this one. And he kind of like sits there like the Goron from Zelda who's eating the beans
Oh,
and just
God.
munching on Cheez-Its.
Shit, I didn't bring my dice. Fuck. Hold on. You guys, hold on a second. I'm prepping the bag. It's kind of heavy. Just give me a moment here. Where is...
Roleplay the delays in game.
Line.
You can roll and roll.
I'm trying to find a
20
button
too.
to roll. Ah, there it is.
You can just dash roll.
Oh.
Roll20 also has 3D dice, apparently.
Oh, really?
Which
Do
I
you
like.
dash roll like the number?
Dash roll like
or
1d20 for instance.
Ah,
It's
oh, slash roll.
Yeah, sorry.
Ah. Sibo pulls
Oh.
out
It's gonna be like a cat.
look at this fantastic goat!
Whoa.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
Whoa. What
You
the?
guys like
you
some-
guys
Is it-
regret
is
eating your.
Is it alive?
It is for now.
Oh, okay.
We
Bashir
shall
just like
slay.
takes a knife and just like jugulars the goat. Cause he's like, yeah, let's fucking cook a goat.
We've just got blood spraying all over us now.
As I'm holding it, I'm like,
Oh god!
What the?
Bashir, what the? He's like comes up, he like starts tying. Like, not in here. This is a clubhouse. Like, how are we gonna clean the blood out of here? He's gonna stink for weeks.
I
it's
thought we
dead.
were cooking the goat. I don't
With what?
with
We don't have-
with my breath.
ah.
Hmm.
What?
Good
I have
recovery.
mushrooms, purple mushrooms to season
Bashir just
it.
kind of like goes like, and just like a little piece of flame.
I mean, I'm covered in blood.
The clubhouse,
Clubhouse
Bashir.
is
The
covered in blood.
clubhouse.
You pulled the miracle of life out of that bag, and it was taken right in front of our eyes. Oh, what a day! And with that, Leosin enters, and he sees what's going on, and he just walks over. He's like, "I tried to tell you." Oh yeah, but what? What is this? We'll take care of it.
That's so sad. The description is like the creature is friendly to you and your companions.
Absolutely.
We are not
God,
friendly.
You didn't even metagame us with that information.
I thought we were cooking it.
We shall
We
feast
have to now.
grand.
We cannot just leave this dead goat in here like a sacrifice for some kind of ritual.
Let's see.
Probably one of the coolest items ever.
Oh yeah.
Poor goat.
Not anymore.
No.
I
Got
also-
plenty
I-
of
I also-
animals in here.
Definitely remembered the wrong color, so that's why I was like gray flecked or rust flecked. It is definitely gray, but we'll let that goat slide.
Oh, I mean, if we do that, it'd be a boar.
No, it's a goat. It was a goat
Okay.
because of your wild magic, but it is. If you could roll from the gray bag, that would be a little bit better.
I'll do that from then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll use a charge.
As much as I really would love to have you just pull a brown bear out of your bag.
I don't. What is this
Dude, I could
fucking
pull a
bag?
tiger.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Look at that
So,
over here.
the magic
You know what?
item that
No,
he got
don't
back
tell
in the
me.
cave.
I don't want to know what the
yeah,
magic item
it
is. I
might
just
be
want
better.
animals to
No,
keep
no.
getting
Figure it out.
fucking. That's
Yeah.
Bashir in game being like, "What's with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
bag?"
It's like no bag I ever saw.
Sibo, go
I
ahead,
don't know
give
what I
yourself an
can-
inspiration die. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That wasn't. Awesome.
Leoson's like, well, if you're all done with your bloodlust, time is of the essence. So, I would like to let you know about what I have discovered from those ledgers and diaries that you have brought to me from the Cult of the Dragon. Do you have a moment? Are you busy? Is there
Well,
anything
we
else
were
that you
gonna
wish
eat
to bring?
breakfast, but this goat
we
thing
must
seems like it's
prepare
not going well.
This
so.
goat. That's just cannot go to waste.
I'll
Now, my
take the
feast-
goat. Let me get through some of this. There'll be a moment where we can dispose of this goat at an inn. I'm sure we'll get a fair price for it, and at least breakfast, true breakfast, not that cheese block that my companion over here liked so much on Thar.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that you don't like the cheese squares?
Terrible indigestion. It's a delicate constitution. Anyways, I do have to thank you all for bringing me these documents. This is a astounding trove of vital information that we would never have been able to recover without you. It appears that the Cult of the Dragon is, in fact, amassing large troves of looted wealth, gold, jewels, gems, shiny baubles, things of value, and are caravanning them to the north. They obviously don't have like written down, hey, make sure you send this to this address right here, because they're smarter than that, unfortunately, more than I gave them credit for. But I can tell you that the most recent haul that they have taken from their southern layers that you successfully raided, turns out you raiding their camp and breaking me out really scared them, and it forced them to up their timetable. So I've been able to tell that they're going to be heading through Baldur's Gate and heading north at least to hey, Al, what's the town that your campaign's happening in? Winter's Deep? Water's Deep? Waterdeep. Thank you. I just couldn't remember. And at least to Waterdeep, if not further in the area.
Crossover episode.
We know, based off of their journey ledgers, that they'll be making their way through a normal caravan, heading up there in 5 days' time. If my notes, if my understandings of their timetables are to be understood, they've passage booked in the South Fair Caravan Company, which is a large caravan. I don't know if you're familiar with the area, but to travel between Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep takes about 40 days via caravan, and there are large numbers of marauders and wild beasts, and it's safer for traders to travel together in numbers. And there are outrigging companies that specialize in the trade of goods via these caravans. I have booked passage for you later this day on a frigate to get you to Baldur's Gate, and then from there, if you have the opportunity to find any of the merchants or people that are traveling in this specific caravan north, we need to know what their next plans are. Like, where are they going specifically? What are they planning on doing with this? What's their next move? This is the best opportunity we have that we can infiltrate and observe their movements in real time. We've always been 5-7 days behind at the very least, because they'll pop out of nowhere, raid a place, and we won't know about it until a week's already gone by. This is the best opportunity we have to deal a deciding blow to the Cult of the Dragon. What say you?
I lean into Pell and I say, I bet a lot of those dock workers are ununionized. Perhaps we could get 2 things out of this trip.
I hate to inform you, but Pell is actually still asleep.
Oh, damn, you're right.
You're just whispering the sweet nothing in his ear.
So yeah, I think it out loud,
Inception.
and there's like a voiceover as I'm thinking it out loud.
Well, yeah. That seems like a thing I would do. So
Yeah. Sibo has no problem here.
No, I'm ready.
Also, side note, never knew Baldur's Gate was D&D based.
yeah.
First time it was a video game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm ready to
Okay,
show
I
these guys
learned.
my hands. I'm ready to give them these hands.
We haven't
Excellent.
discussed
Ready to
the
throw.
topic of payment for this.
Yes, quite. So the breakfast is on us, obviously.
Perfect.
Your
I'm ready. I'm in.
passage is already paid for to Baldur's Gate, so at the very least you have free travel to the most industrious business hub in the Sword Coast. I also have arranged a 50 gold stipend for each of you to cover the travel expenses, and the best way to fit into a caravan for those of you who are not successful merchants who would be able to acquire their own spot in the train would be to hire yourselves out as sellswords or as personal bodyguards to some various merchants. You will find a riveting life of adventure on the road, no doubt, as you travel 40 days away from here, as you travel far away from, as you save the land away from, as you never bother me again, as you save the land.
This guy has been a douchebag since the beginning.
Well,
This is just-
How is this guy in the clubhouse, guys?
I don't know about all of that, but I think it's important that we go and fight the cult. They will feel the thrust of my glaive.
What natural?
Yes. Yes, they will.
I will penetrate their bodies with my glaive.
Phrasing, Bashir. Phrasing.
I will fuck them.
There we go. It's a little on the nose, but okay.
The will of Bahamut works through this chosen one, so
What,
Bashir's
what
sorta
kind
like
of natural
Superman
environments
poses.
can Sibo see there? Any good hiking?
God, who invited Sibo?
any good hiking between the Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep?
Yeah, any forestry. I could see the local fauna.
Oh my goodness! Yes, the road itself is a very industrious highway, but if you're any familiar with the Oregon Trail of old times, it's very similar in terms of natural flora and fauna. There are indeed vast, untouched wilderness, springs that come out of nowhere and bubble to babbling brooks.
But what about
There
the
are,
dysentery?
I was about to say something.
Well,
Somebody in here
I
just
mean,
recently had salmonella, so this could be
Yeah,
something
it's
we need to
pretty
look out
awful.
for.
ever since the invention of magic, we have not had any dysentery issues on the trail. So
I guess that makes sense.
With dysentery in the forest, all the watering holes
Bashir,
gave
like,
it to you.
kind of remembers that he can just like cure diseases.
oh yeah, that's right. I can do that thing. Yeah, it will take a fortnight. There will be you will be on your own out in the untamed wildernesses of the Sword Coast, where you might be battling trolls one night who have thought to encroach upon a caravan, or you might find that the humanity of the people that are on the caravan might be more of what you have issue with. They might be the ones to stick the dagger in you. I don't know. You know, there are stories of these merchant trains. You know,
You're not selling us. You can stop talking about this. Like
You can
this.
please pay us our 50 gold and we'll be on our way.
Our
We
stipends will do.
understand you want us to leave.
you'll be on your way, as in you know exactly which ship to get on and when to get on that ship and where to go from there. Is that what you're telling me?
No,
We're
I'll
ready
be
for
on
you to
my
get to
way.
the point.
If you don't tell me, I'll just walk out the door with it. But if you tell me, then I will go.
I just figured.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
you just go down. You can just go down to the dock, right? And you say, "What's the bonus supposed to be on?" And they tell you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely. You could just do that, right, Leosin? Well, I mean, yes, but the other thing is you made it such a big point about trying to bring in new members that I had secured a fitting for all of them at the tailor so that they could have matching tunics with our crests, because I thought that it might just be nice for them to be part of the Harpers if they were interested.
Oh,
It was
well, no
it
need
was
to rush
supposed to be
off.
a surprise.
We
Wait,
can
nice
perhaps
little
stick around for the
Olive
while.
branch for the shortness that I have shown you all.
Is this a matching
up until
clubhouse
Did
uniform?
you say the Harpers?
Yep, we're the Harpers. Just kind
Sign
of.
me up.
Cool.
It's-
Never heard
it's
of
our
it.
guild.
Me up.
Yeah, it's we're kind of in this whole cult battling thing right now. We've got membership in other places.
Right.
You sure
Do
fucking
we,
do.
yeah. Actually, folks, can we? I turn to the group and I say, "Can we talk about this for a moment in private?"
Bring it in. Bring it in.
So, what does everyone think about joining this guild?
Sibo would like a tablet.
Well, I mean, I'm already kind of part of. It's kind of like a guild. It's a brotherhood of paladins, but I don't think they have any rules about me joining other ones. So I'm kind of into it. They don't really
I'm
seem to care
apprehensive.
that much about the goat we murdered in the middle of the clubhouse. So
Perhaps we should wake up Pell. He seems to have good ideas about this, and maybe Laya, but she's often grumpy in the morning, so maybe we let her sleep.
sure you
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
go wake up Lyle?
No, I believe that ship has sailed for me, gentlemen.
Boat jokes. Okay, let's go
I
wake
wake
up Bell.
We shake Pell awake gently. I do. Before Bashir gets
But
there.
like,
I was just having the strangest dream. I was being hugged by a cloud, and the bed next to me is so warm. And he looks over at the like blood, and he says, "Let me guess, Sibo."
how did you know?
Something just told me. I'm sorry for sleeping in. What did I miss? Anything important?
I made breakfast.
Yeah,
Oh, you
raw
tried.
goat.
Kasibo, you tried to
Ah.
make breakfast.
Started breakfast.
These cheese squares are delectable.
I can't stop eating them.
I
Bashir's,
can't
like,
either.
through
These are
all
dangerous.
of Leoson's talk has also just been eating Cheez-Its.
It's incredible, and I think that these are vegan too. That's amazing.
I don't know what vegan means, but they do have cheese in them.
It will be my sole mission to make sure that you remember that at some point.
Yeah, great. Yeah, whatever. And I like push Bashir back a little bit. All right, you've missed a lot.
Wait, Bashir actually moved?
While you all are
Yeah, I want to explain
congregating,
to him what
having
happened.
your stuff, Leosin, he leaves and then comes back with Shifty and Sandy, and they take the currently drained goat out back, and Leosin starts like cleaning. Go ahead, do your thing.
If you all don't
So
want to
do you have
actually
plans?
explain it, then you can just say that like you explained to me
No,
what.
I think Pierce really wants to do this.
Go
All right,
for
here
it.
I'm going.
Do it, man.
Let's see if I can recall what was just said to
I'm
me.
only
5
going
minutes
to
ago.
understand and remember what you say.
I'm not like kind of sweating a little bit, and I'm a little nervous, and because this is a big commitment, and so I say, what are your plans after this? Now, do you have a job somewhere that you're going back to, or do you want to stick around with us for a while?
I don't know. I'm a bit of a rover. If you hadn't caught on, so I'm kind of on your wavelength, and that's the stream that I'm traveling down. You're the boat I've hitched myself to, as it were, for the moment. I don't know what happens after that.
You ever want to settle down? Get a steady job with a steady guild.
That is for an older man, an older Pelagius to decide. I'm kind of having the time of my life right now, as I could say. I'm wondering why you ask.
Well, we've been offered roles in the Harpers, which apparently is a guild that no one has heard about, right? And I turn to look at everyone.
Nope, never heard of him.
So we can't speak to their quality, but
We have
it is a
matching
job,
shirts. We'll get matching shirts, pal.
and it could be a place of belonging.
New threads.
It doesn't surprise me. I'm very good at making friends. And I, as long as these people are pure of heart and look out for the underdog, I'd say I'm fair game. And if people who I've judged of being good characters, such as you fine folks, looking at each of you individually, splattered with blood, and
But she was just staying there like big toothy lizard grin.
then I'd say that they're good. What do you all say?
It seems like a big commitment. If you say so, then I have faith in this predicament that we are facing.
What say you, Roland?
I'm here for this. If you are, my friend. And I come over there to give you like a high five, a bloodied high five.
I do I do the snail on it. I do a peace sign on it. So we're doing like a turkey snail situation.
Well, then I think we're all in agreement. And then I look over at Laya, and I was like, who would like to wake her?
I'm not doing it. She scares me.
Should we draw straws?
It's really hard for me to trust anybody that spends so much time looking at books.
We take a pillow off of the billet or whatever Duffy called it, and we lightly toss it. I lightly toss it to her feet, and then look off in the distance like it wasn't me.
Does that wake you up? That's the question.
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
I'm a sound sleeper, remember?
Bashir grabs
no.
his glaive and reverse as far away as he can, 45-foot pole kind of thing, pokes her gently with it in the back.
I'm like, who is waking me? What do you want?
Bashir just puts the glaive down by his side and just kind of like turns around. Just... I'm pretty sure Ace wanted to talk to you.
Right.
Better be
Laya,
important.
I know we haven't always been on the best of terms. However, I really think
Any terms.
like I have an opportunity that will perhaps entice you. And then I explain again. I can't explain it a second time. But basically, like, are you in or are you out to this guild? We're joining, and we'd like you to be a part of it.
Well, what are they going to offer us besides the shirts?
I mean, the shirts
50
sound
gold.
really nice.
50 gold, and an all expenses paid trip to Baldur's Gate, where you could perhaps peruse many fine libraries.
That would be nice. Look for
Kamino's
some
a travel
more
agent.
books. Yeah. All right, you sold me on the books.
Hot dog.
I'm telling you, it's always with the books with her.
She's an easy mark. Those
Mhm.
useless things.
I admire your single-minded focus.
When we were younger, we used to rip the pages out and roll up and...
And
That
do
does
what with
not
them?
surprise
And
me.
do what with them, Bashir?
I think.
Were they, like,
looks,
spit
he
wads
looks like
for
a
you?
tattletale to me. I'm not gonna. Just...
Oh, Leo's in, and we start walking over there. I start walking over there.
He's like just mopping up blood with just rags. Oh, yes, hello. Have you thought about my offer to join the Harpers?
We have. We're flattered.
And-
look like this.
Really? I don't smell anything.
From
And we
WoW.
accept.
Woo!
We know you must be very
Well-
excited. You now have the best band of adventurers in the land.
I do,
One of
in
us.
fact,
One of us.
have the most skilled surviving band of heroes from Greenest. That is true.
How does it feel to be in our new guild, the Harpers? Does it feel good that you're now in the guild that we're a part of?
I'm overjoyed.
Great.
Anybody want to cast a perception check on that? Can we perceive the sarcasm?
You can roll if you want
It's
to.
all you.
You know what? I'm going to.
Got to start off rolling the night somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess
Rolling
Duffy already
the
rolled.
night.
Roll the night somewhere, just in time for the 9 o'clock Emily bio break.
That's a nat 20, 24.
Oh shit!
Oh, snap.
He is truthful that he is overjoyed, and also he's very sad about how joyed he is by it. You can tell that it's one of those like, this is really the best outcome that he has, and it's still not his favorite. It's still not what he would have wanted. But he knows he knows it's the best. He knows like this is the best course of action he has.
Bashir goes, sometimes, bud, your dreams really do come true.
They do. So, about that breakfast, as much fun as it is to stand here cleaning up goat blood, it's not. Shall we head back to the tavern that we were at the night before? Shifty and Stabby brought the goat over and have been procuring a meal for us, and then from there we can go get you into your new threads, and then from there we can get you onto the boat and get you to Baldur's Gate, and we can be that much closer to finding out what it is that the Cult of the Dragon is doing.
Excellent.
Great.
How are we gonna communicate with you when we're in Baldur's Gate?
You are now members of the Harpers. You will have a there will be a
Walkie-talkies?
person. We do not have what? No, we have magic.
Walkie-talkies.
We have magic.
We have magic and we don't have dysentery. That's what.
there are agents of ours located all throughout the Sword Coast, and we have ways of communicating. You'll be greeted at the docks of Baldur's Gate by one of our agents who will give you a dossier of information, and will give you a contact, like a letter and a address to head to in Waterdeep when you have any information. After you make it there, if you have any information, if you make it there. But it should be fine. You all have done such a good job so far that a 40-day trail probably just be like a vacation for you. Honestly, it'll be easy peasy, nice and squeezy.
Not a
Why
world
don't you come with us, then?
worried, Leeson. Nothing can take us down. And then like Bashir like poses like a superhero, kind of like in front of everybody in a way that he expects them to like also pose, but like he's the leader.
Bell playing an intense riff behind him.
I of course I strike a pose. I strike like a dab-like pose behind Alec Bashir.
I'm standing like a rose that somebody gave me.
Oh, got that dab.
And Leeson
See-
dabs. He's never seen anything so cool.
Yeah.
Blood shoots from his nose from the aneurysm of cool.
My favorite stupid anime thing for sure.
God, it is so dumb.
Out of the loop.
So, you all follow Leosin back to the inn that you were at. There's an actual breakfast there waiting for you in one of the private dining rooms that they have. Tea, juice, goat's milk, which doesn't seem off-putting that there's goat's milk on the table. Breakfast is fresh-baked pull-apart bread, cheese, nuts, berries, things like that. It's good. It's a good breakfast. Very filling. It'll get you fed. Bacon. There's bacon. After I'm just gonna talk through some of this, if that's okay, everyone. After breakfast, you guys all go to the tailor that Leosin knows very well. They take your measurements. I'm sure that some level of hijinks will be happening there, but let's just say that it's Yakety Sax style. Wheelie Boys and Dragons are getting fitted for clothes, unless you all want to role play and make me have to come up with a tailor. Excellent. Thank you, Emily. Also, it's 9 o'clock, so if you need to go to the bathroom, we can do that now. And then we can come back. Or I know we
had
should
to
start
fucking
later.
role play an entire IKEA 2 days ago. I don't really want to hear your complaining, dude.
You chose to role play an entire IKEA 2 days ago.
I'm still mentally drained from that.
Yeah.
Were there meatballs?
I
That
just
took
don't want to
all of my
listen to
creative
Bashir
energy
being
for the next
naked.
week.
Yeah. So yeah, you get decked out in the colors of the Harpers. During this time, Leosin also talks to you a little bit about the background of the Harpers. I'm gonna give you here's no, I'm not gonna give you a link. I'm gonna show the image. I'm gonna share the
Oh,
image
you
for
do.
you all in Candlecave. Yeah. This is the sigil of the Harpers, a silver crescent moon with a silver harp over blue. That is the color scheme that you are all offered clothes in for whatever cuts that you wish. If you like them to be darker, if you want it to be a cloak, if you want it to be a tunic, things like that. Right? Yeah, right? Not bad.
Pretty nice.
Um,
Pretty nice.
the Harpers.
I'm glad that I made his like tunic thing blue.
Yeah,
I
that's
actually
nice.
made it
Yeah,
blue,
that's-
so I'm gonna try to paint on a Harper's
Oh, cool.
symbol
Cool.
now. I'll have to practice first, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Hell
Give it
yeah.
a go.
Yeah. So Leosin lets you know that the Harpers themselves, they're an old guild, very old guild in the Sword Coast. They've gone through a lot of restructurings over time, but the main tenets of the Harpers is that one can never have too much information. Too much power leads to corruption, and no one should be powerless. They are a group of people who where'd it go?
Sure, the Red Sashes are the Lords of Waterdeep right now, correct?
No.
No.
What do you
No,
know
they're
about the
not.
Red Sashes? This is coming uncomfortably slamming into my campaign right now. Okay, cut it out.
that was,
I knew shit.
that was my guild when we played the other night, and I won.
Nice. The Red Sashes
So
are
the-
fucking awesome.
The Harpers are dedicated to furthering equality and justice and to keeping power out of the hands of those who don't deserve it. But the thing about the Harpers is they're a loose organization where agents in there have a lot of freedom to kind of go about their own way. It's more like a loose than kind of like OPEC. You know, they're not one cohesive group. They're a bunch of
It's a bunch of fucking
equal-
James Bonds. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
They're a bunch of
it's a
fucking
bunch of just
spies.
agents. Yeah, that's what they do. That's very well put. Thank you.
yeah, I got you.
So Pell doesn't know anything about the Harpers. He wouldn't have had run in with them or anything like that.
You want to give me a history check? If you don't have an advantage, is history even a thing that you can still roll in 5e? I always forget that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, history's
Yes.
there.
Okay, I can't remember which ones got axed.
History is a 7 for Pell, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh yeah. You've heard stories of Harpers. You've never met a Harper before. You've heard about how Harper agents are trained to act alone and depend on their own resources. And when they get into scrapes, they don't count on their fellow Harpers to rescue them. Even though they are dedicated to helping each other, you've heard stories of like the daring escapes of the Harper and the every James Bond movie you've ever seen. That's a Harper.
That's a Harper. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
really
Harper
true.
story. Yeah. The population is none the wiser. This one dashing person goes in, fucks some stuff up, gets laid, stops the evil plot, and then goes on to drink a martini. Like that's the Harpers.
Sounds like
Cool.
Paul's gonna do great in this organization.
Yeah,
This discussion is our middle name.
Great. Right about now to Pell. He's so happy he made this call.
Their goals are to gather information throughout Faerun and discern the political dynamics within each region and realm. Currently, the Harper who has conscripted you has been working with, and Leosin goes into talking a little bit more about Onthar Froom, who is the leader of the Order of the Gauntlet, which is another smaller guild that is a little bit more is a lot more structured than the Harpers. They
Order of the Gauntlet isn't the same as the guy in Greenest, and didn't we already meet someone with the Order of the Gauntlet? I thought.
you did, yeah. That was but you didn't really know much about it. He's just talking now about Onthar Froom, which
I just wanted to make sure I didn't mistakenly misremember that.
Yep. You met Reinhard, who was a member of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Onthar Froom.
And then the gentleman who was there, the last person that you met was Onthar Froom.
Yeah.
Who's the leader of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Got it.
Wait, when did we? What? I'm blanking on that. When did we meet him?
He's one of the guys in
who
the
was
clubhouse.
eating the Cheez-Its. He was one of the guys in the clubhouse. The red-bearded dwarf who took part in the axe throwing competitions.
He's the leader of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems like something I probably should have known. Maybe you could tell me that next time. Reinhardt was the guy that gave me my paladin tests and stuff, so it seems I don't know.
It must have slipped my mind. I'm so terribly sorry.
Seems
I'm
like
bad
that
at
happens
introductions.
to you a lot, and well, guess it is what it is. So
It is what it is.
Just being terribly passive aggressive.
So you know that the Order of the
Unbearable.
Gauntlet emphasizes faith, vigilance, and constant struggle against the threats of evil. Many of the members are clerics and paladins, and their order welcomes anyone who shares its ideals. Discipline is key, and their order is a lot more hierarchical and structured than that of mine, being the harp.
Ordered and structured. It sounds like we won't really have a boss here. We would definitely have a boss in that one.
I mean, he's not here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you definitely would have a lot more order and structure and bosses in that one. I'm not really your boss. You are all becoming Harper agents, so you will have your own ability to act within the guise of the guild. And we all are working together for the same goal. That's kind of like what we're here for.
Yeah, read you loud and clear, buddy.
I feel like if we're supposed to like gather information and kind of like, you know, be a little bit sneaky, should we be wearing like the emblem of the Harpers, or
Do people? I feel like people
I feel
around
like people would
town
know.
might know.
I picture it like there's an emblem like within some folds, and that you can like flash it to someone like in a back alley and be like, "Yeah, I'm
Like the
part of this
Dark
thing." But it's not always exposed. Like how I want my uniform to be designed is to have that sort of situation.
Perfect. And that's kind of the other thing too, is like you all have the freedom to design how you would want it to be presented.
Okay.
That's why I'm not telling you how you look. I'm just giving you what the emblem is and the color scheme, and you can have it be however you want to. Which, fun fact, that's going to be your homework for this week, is to, you don't necessarily need to draw it up, but just kind of update your description to talk about how you're incorporating your new guild colors into your character.
So to reiterate, they're like a purple and white kind of thing. Is that what I'm seeing?
Blue.
Blue and silver, dude. Blue and silver.
Like not even kind of at all close.
Yeah.
Kind of.
In 15 minutes, okay.
I'm actually kind of concerned.
Yeah, me too. This is where we find out Isaac's colorblind.
I know it's a little past your bedtime, but
I'm getting a distinct orange and brown over here. Is that right?
Oh, is anybody else picking up some different colors on this? Or, I mean, come on.
we need to get him those glasses.
Oh my! I love those things. Yeah. So the Harpers are dedicated to helping one another in times of need, and friendships between Harpers are nigh unbreakable.
So you're stuck with us forever?
Bashir just goes, "That's great news," and like puts his arm around
Group hug time?
this guy that he's forgotten the name of. That's great news, buddy. Like emphasizing buddy as if he's forgotten his name, and kind of like lifts him up and like gives him like a little bit of a like squeeze.
Yep. It's wonderful. I'm overjoyed.
We're gonna be best
Perception
friends
check?
forever.
Although I do have to say that most Harpers prefer to operate in the shadows by ourselves, and we like to cultivate our own information networks. There are some exceptions, like right now, where great times are needed. Having worked with Onthar Froom for long enough, the threat to the realm is great enough for me to expose my networks of contacts to assist in you all being where you need to be and having the guidance that you need. don't get me wrong, you're going to be doing a lot of the legwork here. You're going to be out there on your own. I doubt that I'll be able to sneak any one of my contacts in with you on the caravan. So while you're there, all the information that you gather, everything you see, everything that you deal with is going to be your own problem.
Might just be tired, but Leosin just being in frumpy voice is just really throwing me off.
Sorry. I don't.
Anyways, continue.
I don't really remember Leoson's voice. It kind of was basically my voice, but a little bit more
Just like-
contrite.
It was just very like calm in a unsettling way.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more
very holier than
nasally,
thou.
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
holier
yeah.
than thou, and very like silky soft.
Silky soft.
To be fair, he did put on a bit of airs around new people because he is very standoffish and he wears masks. So maybe it's just a sign that he is becoming more accustomed to you folk.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, excellent. I want to design
Shall we-
my uniform, but are we
Mhm.
taking a break? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, let's take 5 right here, and we'll come on back and get to the next part. Bum.
Okie dokie.
Cool. Be right back.
Bang bang. Bang bang. So I've been listening to basically just finding on YouTube these hour-long clips of video game music that's relaxing, and my 2 favorites so far are, well, 3. People have just put together amazing compilations of Breath of the Wild stuff, which is just like at night in raining or during the day. And then there's an Animal Crossing one, and just having that specifically on in the background while I've played competitive and Overwatch, it's been very helpful.
That sounds great.
Nice. Get you to a
yeah.
place of like zen.
Yes.
You have now become the Zenyatta. Experience oneness.
I need to just use it elsewhere, like if I'm studying or reading or
Yeah.
something.
I
Or
found
like
you.
important places like video games, competitive video games.
Or yeah.
Sorry,
Sometimes
Brent,
when I'm
what'd you say?
working, no, it's okay. Sometimes when I'm working, I'll put on like the Zelda and chill lo-fi beats. There's just like a couple YouTube compilations of some Zelda themed lo-fi, a couple hours worth, and I just love
Is it
having
like
that in the background.
remixes or is it actual soundtracks? to the
Literally
game?
just YouTube Zelda and chill, and you'll see a bunch of stuff.
It's
Pop
a
up.
lot of it's remixes, but there's also stuff that's like a lot of the chill, Breath of the Wild music and stuff. A lot of that's
Fucking
already
cool.
pretty fucking chill and lo-fi.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who was I listening to today that I was really digging? It's something that somebody had posted in the playlist, the weekly playlist, which I haven't contributed to this week.
Me.
I think it's just me right now.
Yeah, well, I think
Unless it was Andy. Oh yeah, Andy put one on there too.
there, yeah. Niloufer Yanya,
Yeah. She's
Is it-
awesome.
so good, so fucking good.
Her new
everything
album is really good. Which one? What other album is there?
I think she's got a lot of EPs on here, but Miss Universe is
Yeah,
like
Miss
her
Universe
full
is good, and then the where is it?
a lot of like 3 and 4 track things. Not a lot.
What are you guys talking
just
about?
like- Niloufer Yanya. I'm not sure if I'm saying
Oh
it right.
yeah. I don't know how to say her name either.
Really good. I really like it.
Plant
So,
Feed?
Eric, how does it feel to be involved in the Harpers in 2 separate campaigns now?
Am I involved with the Harpers in the other campaign?
Yeah, he introduced yourself to him as the Harpers at the
Oh, that's
Yappa,
right.
yeah.
God, I didn't even make the fucking connection.
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit.
that's the
I didn't
Harper
realize- holy
contact in
shit, that's
Waterdeep.
Holy shit. That's not the same. No,
the
it's
same
not the same
faction.
connect. It's the same faction,
Yeah, it's the
but
same
we
faction.
haven't seen. I forget what that
No.
guy's name. Mert? That guy's name's
Yeah, I
Mert.
think it's Mert. Yeah, M-I-R-t. We have not met
Yeah.
Mert. Maybe we will in Waterdeep. I don't know.
Maybe
If
we
actually
will.
go
Shit.
there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So we're
I
going to
didn't-
Baldur's Gate
The Harpers
first.
are a plot device in 2 campaigns? Damn, seems cheap.
Well, so our campaign has like a lot of like different. I don't know. I won't get into it.
Yeah, you can't get
Yeah,
too
I
into
can't really
it.
get into it, yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even until you reminded me just now. I didn't.
Yeah,
even
that's
make
why
that
I was like, Harper's, huh?
Oh, I know the Harpers, huh?
Nope, never heard of them.
Now I need to go look at my notes and see what I wrote down from that campaign.
Nothing. You just wrote down nothing. Woo.
Oh no, I wrote down nothing. I don't have any fucking notes.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what you wrote down too.
I didn't take a whole lot of notes last time because, like, honestly, Droog was like outside in a sweaty hat for a lot of it, so
That's true.
he like didn't actually see a lot of things that
You
happened.
and Steve just like didn't do a bunch of the stuff. You're just like, no, we're waiting outside for like all the guilds.
Yeah, it was nice though because like it was cool to see everybody else like what they did with like a couple people missing. Because like in
Yeah.
a big group, it's kind of nice to just like have some people off to the side. I feel like.
Yep. Yeah, it was fun to watch them.
Met Mert, told about Harper's, quote, we try to make things more equitable for the city, end quote, against the they are against the masked lords. One of our main informants, a horse, Maxine. We should show, she shouldn't show up for a meetup. She's been missing. Pulls double decker carriages, gets a lot of info that way. Seemed panicked. Last saw her 3 days ago. Normally we meet up by the Sword Maiden stables in the north too, but she wouldn't normally be there. Looks like the Budweiser horses. Payment info, and then the quote, the lady of the Sealy Court sends her greetings, and that's like what so I didn't make a whole lot of notes directly about Mert or the Harpers,
Yeah.
but you did tell us about them.
How do you organize your notes, man?
Very chaotically and frantically.
I actually just started doing a thing which I can't show Eric. So,
Oh, yeah.
Eric, look away. But I want to show everybody else. I'm going to share my screen really quick.
Look at the screen.
Don't look at the screen.
So it's this is a diagram of like the plot points and stuff. I use this diagram program to like try to keep track of everything. I'm just gonna keep moving it so that Eric can't read any of the specifics.
I'm not watching your
Oh, okay.
screen.
I think it's the tab up. Yeah.
So that's been very helpful for trying to keep track of stuff, and it's really easy to make. I don't know how useful it would be as a PC, I guess, but
Yeah.
What's this box that says insta death? No takes backsies. What is it?
Listen, every DM has that box. Okay?
ends up every single plot line has a possibility that goes to
Yeah.
instant
Instant
death.
death.
No take back.
No takes.
Yep.
I remember the first bard character that I played. I actually went out and bought like a really nice parchment diary. And any type, like I wrote my character sheet down into it, any game notes in there, and I was just filling up pages of just random chaotic notes, and I labeled it my Tome of Bardic Knowledge, Volume 1. I now have 4 of those volumes.
Nice.
There's sections in there about random dragon lore, and there's parts of it that have poems in it, and there's one that was someone was on an acid trip.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like it's full of just writings.
I feel like when you DM, you kind of learn how to take good notes about as a player
Yeah,
too, because you kind of
fucking
like
have to as a DM.
No, I mean, like, if you have DM before, it's easier to know how to take notes as a player
Yeah.
because you kind of realize what's important and what are the plot points and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
I did the opposite. The secret ever since I started DMing is I've been playing characters that have decidedly low intelligence or don't care about the plot, so I never take notes.
yeah,
All of my other campaigns are just characters that shoot from the hip or just have nothing to do with taking notes. I'm just in it for the plays.
that's a strategy.
That's both of my
That's another thing you
characters.
can do.
Bashir,
I'm like,
That's
he's
the route
here
that,
to
Alec do.
fucking to penetrate stuff with his glaive, and Yeety doesn't know what the fuck is happening.
No. He's lovable about it though. So lovable.
He's very lovable and quite drunk.
Strategy.
It's playing a character that has 8 intelligence. It's been really enjoyable,
Yep.
like getting into that role space place.
That's Yeety. He's got 9. He's very dumb.
Yeah, I think Droog has 8
Yeah.
intelligence.
Because like 10 is standard, so like as a player character to look at how to play the character, like I have to play it smarter so that I can play the character for not being as smart.
Yeah.
Oh, we all back?
I think so.
Yep.
I'm guessing
here.
Pierce is. Yeah.
Are we here?
I've been talking to people. I just hadn't for a while.
Yeah, but you could also like walk away and
I know.
We
I know.
would
It's a pain in the
know.
ass. I know.
Why don't
I
you have a
would know.
camera?
I don't want to go into it.
I'll explain it later.
Will instead.
I don't want to go into it.
Derisively of me.
What?
Alex, speak derisively of my my repair.
Oh yeah, no,
abilities.
dude, I'm gonna shit on you later in private. No worries. Yeah, please try to fucking fix his laptop and fucked it up.
Dumb bitch.
No, that's not
There's one
private.
thing in it.
Oh,
All
the
right.
fans.
We all heard that.
All right, so we are all back, and you all have gotten your threads. It's getting later in the afternoon, probably about 4 o'clock. That was a long time of because you had breakfast, you went to go get fitted, and then they did the alterations right away, so that they could send you with the clothes. So you have the clothes.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna try
What time does
something.
boat leave?
Put a cloak in your
yes.
equipment, everybody.
Do it up. You got a cloak
Yep.
now.
Will do. And the 50 gold I can add as well.
Yep. You all get that 50 gold. Sweet 50 gold.
Choosing not to put on my cloak.
You don't have to put it on, just make sure you put it in your inventory.
So, Leosin.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that is, but I don't like it.
Emily's mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
coming
bad.
from Emily's mind. Don't lean over ever again.
Ever again. Well, that's a level of understanding that you get with marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, she
That's the way it
says.
works these days.
No,
okay.
like,
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Some days I don't question.
What cloak
Those
do
are
we
good
add
days
to
for
our
me.
inventory?
just a cloak. It's not a +1 cloak or anything.
No,
Like a
they don't
cloak
just
of
have a
billows.
regular cloak
The
in their
boring-ass cloak.
equipment.
I thought I was a part of a guild, not a part of some paupers. I demand that.
What?
All of a sudden, I get really uppity because I'm a part of this thing.
Oh, I definitely want the cloak of Arachnida.
Please
What?
stop like scratching your mic with your fucking hand.
It would actually be silent if we didn't have this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Does this
Alright.
cloak do anything, or is it just cloak?
Like, do I need to add this to my inventory? Really?
Like a
Just-
cloak
it's just
of
a cloak.
many
It's
fashions.
just a
Like
cloak?
I look
Okay.
good.
It's just a cloak. It's just
Okay.
a cloak. It's not special. It's not enchanted. It's not.
Just
Alright.
remember you have it.
But you have this
Custom item,
cloak.
it's not special cloak. Got it.
Okay. Because apparently all
No.
cloaks are wondrous items. In fucking
They
D&D
are. I'm
Beyond.
looking at each one of them. I'm like, I want all of these.
All right, cool. Thank you.
I just added a custom item and called it a Harper cloak.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I'm calling it a not special cloak.
That's fine too, because it's not.
Cloak of billowing.
Cloak of Billy.
Okay, you know what? No. How about this? They're all cloaks of billowing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, we really
they're all
talked
cloaks
our
of
way
billowing.
into something better.
Cloak of
Fuck it.
billowing.
They're all cloaks of billowing.
Oh,
While wearing this cloak,
Fuck yes.
you can
Awesome.
use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
Oh, that's
I am.
awesome.
Bashir
God
puts the
damn
cloak
it.
on. Bashir puts the cloak on, and it is always billowing. He's in the middle of like a stone room, and it is billowing. It
Every time
never
I pull
stops.
an
Every
animal
bonus
out of my
action.
bag, this cloak will start to billow.
Fuck yeah.
You know what's
Listen,
you know
you
what's
know what?
fun is a lot of times I don't use a bonus action in combat.
There you go.
He's gonna
It's really like promoting.
T-pose and billow.
Yep.
I use
It's a common wondrous item, so I'm cool with
Fuck
it.
Yeah. Plus
Yeah.
it's awesome.
But it's
Best
awesome.
DM
I-
ever.
Right? Listen, you
Man.
can put that on the feedback and review forms.
Oh,
So
I can't wait for those.
while you're all standing there, once you realize that your cloaks are billowing, because by the way, Leeson didn't tell you that, you just kind of started like individually realizing on your own that you could like make it billow. He kind of gets like a little smile, and he hands over a map to all of you.
Whoa.
Baldur's Gate. A
Oh,
tiny
no,
ass map.
Oh, the map actually showed up for once. Thank God.
I learned how to use handouts.
Yeah, you did.
And
But
I
also,
found
this is a tiny
tiniest-
little itty bittiest
Asian guy
worse.
squinting.
This is
Professor
worse.
Chang.
I'd rather you just didn't give this to me. This is frustrating.
You know you can zoom in, right?
Let's see if we gotta talk our way into a better map. Also,
The map
It's
of Billow.
pixely.
Brendan chugs whatever's in his cup.
Gee, do you see that boat right there? And he points at this boat right here. That's the SS Anne. That is the frigate that you're going to be taking. It'll take you 3 days to get out of. It'll take you 3 days to get to Baldur's Gate. It leaves in. Oh, look at the time now.
Well, thanks a lot, Leeson. You've been a real help, and I can't wait to see you again. And he just like goes up and like gives him a really big hug, lifting him all the way up off of his feet.
You know, Bashir, I honestly am gonna look forward to seeing you again too.
Puts him
You're keep an eye on them, please. This is vitally important. When you reach the harbors of Baldur's Gate, Roberto will meet you at the docks. You'll know it's Roberto because he'll introduce himself as Roberto. He also will have an eye patch.
Oh man, you guys are
said an eye
really good at
patch?
spycraft.
Really good at spycraft. Oh, you should tell him. Nah, he'll figure it out himself.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
All right.
The cat. He's walking off.
Booty
The captain's
voyage.
name is The captain's name is Chuck. Try not to get thrown
Uh-oh.
overboard. Don't ask about the curse. And then
Chuck,
he
are you
leaves.
gonna chuck us overboard?
Yuck, 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 yuck.
That's the first thing he says to the
How do
captain when we
you-
walk on board.
How do you remove a player's level? Asking for a friend.
All right, let's go find Chuck.
Cool. You make your way down the gangplank, and you make your way onto where to go. Haha. You make your way onto the boat. Boop.
This is two
Oh,
boats.
Thanks.
It's actually one boat, but unfortunately, you can see the second.
Oh, I
Layer.
see 2 levels. Okay.
I got you. Makes sense.
Baldur's Gate is a city.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Oh.
It is not a gate.
Oh,
Man.
It has many gates.
It does have many gates.
This all makes so much more sense now. I was like, all right, I get it now.
You're on your
Alrighty.
way to Baldur's Gate.
You know,
So you get-
Neverwinter Nights is also a D&D game. Sorry, Brennan.
I have also played
it's
that
okay.
and did not know that.
There you go.
Yep.
Turns out there's a lot of classic RPG style games
Did you know
that are
that
based
Baldur's
off of.
Gate is a D&D game?
I've heard. Haven't confirmed it yet.
All right.
Did you hear that Magic: The Gathering is a D&D game?
That I call bullshit on.
They are doing a
Yeah,
crossover.
you're
They are doing a
There's just
crossover
random
soon.
But they're also doing a Warhammer 40k crossover, so you
Are
could
they
say
fucking
Magic
really?
the Gathering is 40k.
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
kind of awesome. All right, I'm kind of
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
I'm kind of cool with this
hyped.
metaverse they're building.
Yeah. So
D&D
actually,
and
Magic is
Warhammer.
a 40k deal.
Listen, who's to say that Space Marines can't learn how to fire a magic missile?
Dude, they should make a
They do.
Warhammer 40k role playing game. Anyway, continue.
They also do,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a yeah.
and they're awesome.
But they're not the campaign that we're playing right now. So you are here.
Oh, you're getting me hyped. Ugh.
Oh, come here. There he is. You see, okay. A lot of the work that I've been doing, I was unable to export from Arkenforge because every time I did, it was like, I'm going to send an error log because I can't do it. Oopsie whoopsie. So I kind of pulled some stuff together to make it happen. And as opposed to having my heart break, I was just like, it doesn't matter. Just have something. So here we are. This is Chuck.
You don't need to
Captain
apologize
Chuck.
for it.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, dude.
There's you get onto the ship. It's evening. You can see that there a bunch of deckhands doing ship stuff. A lot of ropes being coiled. You can actually see the mainsail is becoming unfurled. There is a deck captain, deck leader, the person in charge. There's a swabby.
A PERSON.
Yeah, there is a PERSON who is giving out calls to sailors who are all of them are all bare chested and not wearing any shoes. And
Bashir
it
takes
seems
off
like they're
his shirt, realizing he's in good company.
the cargo hold, which you are standing by, is being strapped shut. The crane is being oiled and stowed, and it seems like the boat is about to get underway as the captain walks up and goes, "Yar, my name be Chuck. This be my ship, the SS Anne. Welcome aboard, ye. I see that you are the people that Leosin told me about. Paid for your voyage to Baldur's Gate. We should be there in about 3 times. 3 times is not the right words. In about 3 days. Took a conk to the head. Sometimes the words come out wrong. They do. We've got rooms for you down the main hatch. If you'll take the ladder down there. What am I saying? Yeah, follow me. I'll take you to where you need to go. There are places on this ship that it'd probably be best that you didn't go on account of the curse and everything. But if you follow me on down over here, make your way kindly. we'll give you a short little tour. This is the main deck.
The curse,
Call-
huh?
So this is the main deck. Some people call it the poop deck. It's not the poop deck.
So about that curse, huh?
What? You say something about a curse? I don't know. Listen, this boat is not cursed. I do not know what it is that you are trying to insinuate. Don't you worry about it. Come on down see up over there.
Do
see,
I
these
detect
are
anything affected by a hollowed spell within 60 feet of me that's not behind total cover?
You do not.
Okay. I'm gonna ask that question 4 more times at some point.
Every day you can ask that question 4
Okay.
more times than that too, so that's fine.
Okay.
Come on down here. Come on down.
Well,
We'll
how
take you
big is this ship exactly, anyway? Like,
it's actually a rather substantially large ship. It's probably 200 feet from stem to stern. It's from the outside, you could tell that there were at least 3 like layers decks, thank you, 3 decks underneath the main deck, and the bottom one looked to be pretty tall. This is a rather large cargo ship, a frigate that is transporting. The captain continues to talk as he gives you a tour. We probably have a crew of 65 to 75 all hands for all the different shifts. Most of them, work in their own departments. We've got the deck crew, we've got the rigs and the engineers to take care of the maintenance. We've got the cargo master who's down on the bottom deck. His name is Steve. He's pretty careful about his cargo manifests. So I do have to say, rule number 1 about being on this ship: if it's not yours, don't try to steal it, okay? That's a big thing, because that brings me to rule number 2.
that seems like an easy enough rule to follow. And I side-eye at Ace.
Because if you do try to steal something, well, then our crew is going to become 66 to 76, because then you get cursed and you can never leave the ship. So that brings me to the 3rd rule, which is don't talk about the curse. All right, so now that we've gone over the 3 rules
like
of the ship.
Rule number 3 contradicts rule number 2. Has anyone ever pointed that out?
Pointed what out? I don't know what you're talking about. There's only 2 rules on this ship.
Good man, I was just testing you.
I like the cut of your jib. Come on down here. So he takes you for a tour. The first deck has the main galley, the captain's quarters. There's also the navigation room, and a couple of the scullies where the cooking happens. The second deck down is all different types of quarters. There's half of the ship is just a large bunk hall. There's private rooms for all of you, which might look kind of familiar, oddly enough. It's a weird sort of design to have on a frigate, but there's
Wow, these are really nice quarters for a frigate. It's got baths and everything. I'm already in front of the mirror.
Yeah, get some deja vu.
you will have your own private quarters with your own bath as well. We are a luxury frigate. We do curry for we partner with Viking Cruises. If you're familiar with them. They
heard
are
about them.
fine
They're nice.
upscale seafaring, river faring voyages.
Been trying to get Caleb to go on those with me.
Top gold. So these can be your quarters, and then he takes you back to outside of the main hall, and it's and that ladder down there, that takes you down to the cargo hold. There's no reason for you to be down in the cargo hold, because there's nothing down in the cargo hold for you, because you all don't have any cargo. You are your own cargo.
Can
other than
I
that-
store my my cape down there? I want to store my cape down there with the other cargo.
I don't know. We're full. I'm sorry. We've
But I
got two
really
full for
want to
a cape.
store my cape down there. I feel like I could find a place to store my cape down there. I'd like to go down there.
If
I
anything,
hear
it's
you,
going to be advantageous with the cape. We should all put our capes down there, actually, as
Yeah, I
padding
think-
for all the cargo that
yeah.
you have in there.
It's very unsafe to be down there when we're on water.
I just can I tell if he's lying? Can I try to insight him or something?
Yeah, go ahead, give an insight check.
18.
He's telling the truth. He does not want you down there.
Okay. So
Sibo
I'm gonna
wants
go.
to know if he can
I'm gonna go
sleep.
stow my cape in the storage area.
I really must insist that you abide by my request that you don't go down to the cargo hold. There's really nothing down there at all besides Steve and all of the cargo that doesn't belong to all of you.
So wait,
Or any of
you have one guy that just does all of it?
Well, at the moment, yeah, Steve, the quartermaster, he runs a really tight cargo hold. Really tight
Sounds
cargo hold.
pretty tight.
Ship.
It's
Sounds pretty tight. But I think I'm gonna try to go run on in there and put my cape up.
Why don't you come on up to the not poop deck? We're about to hitch off.
Okay,
And,
okay, that makes sense.
no.
Why don't you lead the way? And he kind of like pushes him and starts falling after him, but then like
Sibo.
nudges Ace and like gives him like a big ol' wink.
Sibo, I think, as they're walking away, whispers, I think I could perhaps at one point down there.
I can I hear Sibo? I guess like is he distracting me as he's walking past?
Give me a perception
I'm
check.
talking to Bashir.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
I just am
I'm
distracted.
walking upstairs with
yeah.
the guy. At this
with
point.
home slice.
Yeah,
so
so
no,
I
I'm
like
talking
I
to
like
Pearson.
kind
Oh,
of pushed him up the stairs and started following him, and on the way like nudged
did the
Ace as
okay.
I like walked up the stairs to be like, yep, okay,
So
we're going
Sibo's
first.
gonna like. Okay, yeah, to Ace. I
Uh,
misunderstood the
one of
character
these right
placement.
here.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm confused by Bashir because Sibo's distracting me. So I'm like, what? What do you want? What?
Bashir's halfway up the stairs, so.
If you'll follow me back upstairs, everyone, it's going to be a beautiful night to watch the night.
I'm assuming Pell is seeing all of this and points towards Ace and murmurs really quick. He wants you to sneak into the bottom bunk or the bottom deck.
The curse deck? No, not at all. I heard the man's rules. I'm following those rules.
I don't want to go in the
Who
curse
the fuck
area.
is this character?
I hate curses, man.
I like stealing things, but I sure as hell don't like curses.
Well, you're just screaming this out loud because I was trying
I'm
to sneakily
no
do
fucks given. Yeah.
that.
Chuck's like, oh, what was that? Someone was talking about a not existent third rule breakage over here? Nah, yeah, no, you don't need to worry about that. There's definitely
feel-
no curses on this boat, I tell you. No curses at all.
I
Didn't
feel as
think
though
that.
Sibo could hang back without being noticed because, I was gone for so long and all of a sudden it just like poof. So,
Go ahead, give me a stealth check.
all right.
See if he actually can.
I'm going to use my inspiration that I
Okay.
earned earlier. Oh, it was worse.
This
Okay,
is how we lose Sibo again.
a 9.
Let's see. Yep, you're good. You Don't think that he saw you. Not
Oh,
be with the
cool.
group. hmm
Well, I just figured I just stood on the stairs and kind of like slunk as everyone kept walking.
Sure.
But that works.
As you were standing there, like slunk, as everyone else was like still walking, everyone is walking past you, being like, "Oh, hey, Sibo, it's good to see you," and then just keeps on walking. It's like, "Oh, Sibo, you're looking good today." Just keeps on walking,
It's like,
and then
that's it. So
Yeah.
I continue as people continue walking to
Mhm.
just wait and then kind of back down the stairs and go towards the door to the cursed room or cursed galley, I guess.
Cool. You open the door and you find a stairwell leading down. There is a torch, like a caged torch at the top and a caged torch at the bottom. It's like a 35-foot ladder, because that's what they call it on ships, even though it's a stairwell. Fucking ship talk. And it goes down into the darkness. At the bottom, you see the other light and a door.
So all the torches are lit already?
There are 2 torches. There's one torch at the top and one torch at the bottom. They are both lit, giving off low light through their iron-worked cages around them.
Well, I should be able to see anyway, so I continue down.
You make it to the bottom of the stairwell. There is a door.
Stairs. Oh, stairs have fucked me over earlier. Okay,
We all got fucked by those stairs.
Steve just like sweats buckets as he looks at the stairs.
He's
this
up
one, it's like out of, Airplane, where the guy's just sweating. That's me right now. Well, I'm gonna try the doorknob.
The door is unlocked.
I open it slowly. Peek.
You see in there a vast cavernous darkness, with the light from the torch behind you giving a little bit of a glow towards right inside the doorway. You see a wooden desk with a gruff-looking dwarf sitting there making notes on various ledgers in front of him, with a simple candle illuminating the desk around him.
Okay. I have dark vision, so that should help.
In the near parts of where the light is just reaching the end of even the lightest light that can happen for the candle that it's giving off, because it's not a lot of illumination. It's really just for this like 5-foot type of light. You can see that there are various stacks of netted barrels and crates. You can hear the neighing and baying in the distance periodically of a horse or two.
All right. Well, how am I facing this guy? Like, I open the door and it's like a straight hallway. Do I have a wide?
You open the door into a large cavernous room.
Okay.
The table is on the left side. The door opens from the left inwards to the right. The table is sitting at where like the door opens past it, a few feet out. So it's not like right at the wall, but it's like 5 feet out from the wall, running perpendicular to the door when it's closed.
Okay. Well, I cast a minor illusion. So he's on the left. Behind him and you're sitting to the left, to his left, to distract said dwarf. I got 30 feet to do it. Just a sound like a loud, not a loud crash, but a distracting, just a breaking of glass.
Okay. let's see. He does not look up from what he's doing.
Well, running out of ideas. I was really excited about this. How many things can I do before it's like, oh, I'm done?
We're not in initiative, so
Oh, okay.
you can do things until you are done doing things or until other things happen to you. Also, put a pause here while you think about what you want to do. Everyone else who has been following the captain back up top, you get up there, and he goes, "Oh, it's a beautiful." How did he talk again? Yarr, yeah, that's right. I went with the piratey voice. It's going to be really nice to have you folks on the SSN for the next 3 days. It's going to be a wonderful cruise. We've got a lot of wonderful things in store. We've got a shuffleboard set up, and there's going to be bingo night. And I'm told that we have a very special guest of some musical entertainment that is on their way to Baldur's Gate. They're on a Faerun tour. I don't want to spoil the surprises, but they are definitely what some might call the quintessential pop quintet of the 90s. They hail from a land called Britannia.
Can't say I don't know too much about music. You seem excited though, so I guess I am.
There's going to be a great show. But how about we make our way? I mean, as he's up here, you can see that you've now left the harbor. You are at sail, drifting peacefully in the middle of the river, the Chionthar. Yeah, the Chionthar River is famous for the Chionthar mollusks and crustaceans. They are actually one of the rare treats and delicacies of the Chionthar River. Great for the eating, but they also are wonderful for the bio cleaning that they do. They eat all of the detritus that would pollute the river, keeping it this pristine, beautiful color. The amazing thing about the Chionthar River is that it's tidal. So with the rising and the setting of the moon, because it connects to the sea, it actually changes the flow of the river itself. So right now we're under sail because the tide is flowing inwards, and later tonight when the tide changes, we won't need to be under sail power anymore. One might even say we'd be under snail power, because we'll be moving so much slower.
How long is this trip supposed to take?
This is going to be a 3-day trip. It's going to be wonderful.
Are you telling me that the Spice Lasses are on board?
No, not the Spice Lasses.
I was gonna say I didn't think that this was a kind of cruise ship that could afford something like the Spice Lasses.
It's actually the Mice Girls. Shh.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes, a poor substitute. I guess we will have to make do. These are dark days indeed.
I prefer to retire to my quarters.
Oh, if that's what you will, absolutely. There will be a dinner served in the mess hall starting in about an hour and a half. You're welcome to come enjoy the fair. Tomorrow evening, when the Mice Girls put on their performance, I'll have I'd like to invite you to the captain's table to dine with me. It's a rare treat that we have such well-esteemed guests in our retinue.
I would be honored.
But other than that, please, our crew is used to dealing with tourists and passerby and paying people as part of the ambiance and the experience. Just please remember to respect any of the instructions they give about not messing with things to make the ship not work, because then you and I are going to have another conversation about how my name is called Chuck.
I see what he did there. That was very clever.
That was good.
I see.
But other than that, enjoy your cruise down the river Chionthar.
I just
And he
got
walks. With that, we are back down with Sibo. What are you thinking about going on?
I have a couple ideas of what I want to do, and I just have been like, all of them have benefits. They're all high risk reward kind of shit.
Play the character, man.
sounds like
Play
SIBO.
the character.
Yeah.
I know. If I had you guys around me, I would have probably done something else, but my cloak starts to billow, of course, and I use my bag of tricks.
Okay.
I wish to release a creature in
Oh
there.
god.
Go ahead.
Oh god.
And I got some good ones, please.
Oh god.
What's it gonna be?
Hopefully none of them are a whale.
It's a giant elk.
Oh my god.
So in this doorway, you take your bag of tricks and you kind of and a giant elk. Let me look up the stats for a giant elk.
SIBO dies.
Oh my god. What? Wait a second. Yep. You rolled an 8, didn't you? Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Dude, what the fuck?
A giant elk.
Okay, I need you
Could have
to
been a
make
goat
a
now.
Constitution saving throw.
Had to get stepped on by elk.
How big is this elk?
So, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as a giant elk is summoned into the compartment that you're in, and it is a huge creature that takes up 15 by 15 feet. So this is
Oh my
determining.
god.
Yeah,
I was
Okay.
thinking just like an elk, but like, you know, I'm tiny, so it's giant.
This is like if an
Yeah,
elk was
it's
bigger than an
giant for everyone.
elephant.
it's
I rolled a
yeah.
16.
Okay. You are pushed up the stairwell as the elk explodes out of this bag and is now currently trapped and thrashing
Oh
in
god.
the doorway stairwell of the passageway to the cargo hold. And I think that this is a wonderful place to end at the moment because it's 10 o'clock and I am going to need to think about what to do with a giant elk on this ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Brendan's got to think about this one for a couple weeks here.
Sibo's just got a bag of animals.
Okay.
I was gonna try and like what do you call it?
Wait, your fog? Nope. you
No,
can use
I was
your
gonna
fog.
Crown of Madness him and have him like just let me in and show me around, but there's a lot of risk with that because he has to take a wisdom save each time.
Yeah, this one was less risky.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. Giant elk.
You know, like I said,
Just a chance
risk
that you
reward.
get impaled by an elk.
I was hoping
There-
for a couple other options to just
Like a goat?
distract. Yeah, like a
Hopefully
goat
we
or
can
a
hear the
ferret
commotion and
to
come
like
down and help
distract
you.
him. But no, I rolled the 8, and yeah, it's
Oh.
a giant elk.
Giant elks.
All of you give me just one last thing. Give me a perception check.
Do you hear the howling?
Do we hear Sibo? Ah!
Up the stairs?
Not natural 20.
17.
22.
20, not nat 20.
Let me.
Man, people are rolling those.
We all rolled pretty well.
11.
Oh, well.
Anyone who rolled a perception over 15, you felt the boat kind of keen to port and is kind of now at a weird angle as it's traveling.
It's gonna be
How
longer
does
than
the
3
captain
fucking
react to this?
The captain feels it immediately
Right.
and goes,
days. The fuck?
"All right, well, like I was saying, I've got my captain duties and
And
duties on the
leaves.
poop deck. Duties on the poop deck. Enjoy yourselves.
The not poop deck. I thought it wasn't called a poop deck.
What? Sorry, can't hear you overdoing my captain stuff. I'll see you at dinner tomorrow.
It was the gray
And-
bag, right?
Yeah, it was the gray bag.
Okay, because
Mhm.
could have been a brown
know.
bear or a tiger. Tiger
Yep.
would have been
You know,
cool.
so
But giant
All
that was
elk,
the
bad
options.
options. All
giant
bad
elk
options.
is fun.
It was the gray bag for sure. I was very clear about it when I first earlier on when you released the goat, and I was like,
Yeah,
I
know.
chose the wrong color. I remembered the wrong one. It's the gray one, not the rust one. So it is.
A
It's the
giant
gray
fucking
one.
elk.
The top half
Giant elk.
was what I was shooting for.
Yep.
Bottom half, yeah.
I feel like
Wild
elk,
magic.
like a normal sized elk would be a giant elk to
Like a baby elk.
to a gnome. So a giant elk is. Can it fit through a doorway? Is it just locked in this cursed room?
Well, I'm assuming it's gonna like.
Break the
We'll
ship.
see what
Are
happens.
we gonna sink?
next
Are
week.
we gonna all die now? Campaign's over. Hey,
Eric
you know,
wanted out.
Eric wanted out.
Here's your wish, Eric.
And Steve-O does it.
We all sink at sea.
This is always a lot of fun. Let's try to meet next week.
Oh, that is
At the new time so we can try it out. So we'll say 8:30 next week for the start time. Please have your homework done by 2 weeks. I'll give you 2 weeks to come up with your description for how you're incorporating the sigil and your clothes and tunic and stuff like that to help kind of share with everyone a little version of what your characters look like. I think that would be good for the long break we've had to be able to refresh how we all look in our minds and stuff, especially because Lord only knows that I'm not going to be able to do anything with this VTT.
VTT.
Virtual tabletop. Sorry, I should have just said that.
Yeah, you didn't really save a whole lot of time, not just saying.
Yeah, I'd really like you to have a picture of a giant elk for next week.
Don't worry, that's easy. That's something that comes stock.
Yeah, it's just probably like a Magic the
No, but I
Gathering
want a
card
map
or
with the
10.
giant elk like stuck in the doorway.
Yeah.
Screaming and kicking, just going.
And what side of the doorway is SIBO on? More importantly.
I got
pushed
pushed up the
up.
stairs back.
Yep, that's why he did a Constitution saving throw. He got pushed up the stairwell.
By the butt. Got a butt push.
By just a bunch of stuff.
But I didn't get hurt, right? Because I passed.
Correct.
Got a good
I was
roll.
Fluffy
looking for a
butt.
I was looking for a 15. You gave me a 16.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think that a dexterity saving throw would be appropriate because this thing just appears in the space. So there's no time for like oh shit. It's just kind of like a aha. Poof. So you got pushed. I just needed to know based off of your constitution how bad it was going to be. There was a chance that you were going to get crushed.
So, but like
I'm learning a lot
thematically,
about this bag. I still have a summon left.
Oh god.
how does
go ahead.
one pull a giant elk out of a hat? Like you just emptied it out really quick and it just like.
I figure I just do like a motion and then it just. It is.
So
it just
this
is.
This ordinary bag made from gray, rust, or tan cloth appears empty. Reaching inside the bag, however, reveals the presence of a small, fuzzy object. The bag weighs a half a pound. You can use an action to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by
So
rolling
you could have
a D8.
thrown it into the room if you
Still
wanted to.
learning how to bag, okay?
Mhm. But it was kind of one of those like reached in and like shook it
I
out
was
right
like,
in front
"Whoop."
of him. Yep.
Because I was trying to I was trying to release something into the room.
Well, you did.
Yeah.
You You definitely did.
This is one of the coolest things ever. And
Uh,
that made me laugh really hard.
it was a good climax for the evening. I loved it. Needed something to end on, so that was as good as any. So
Cool.
Bedtime for us old people.
Yeah.
Cool.
good night, you old fogies.
Night, old folks.
Hi
See you
guys.
next week.
Good night.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.